Hey guys, this is Jan. Uh, Today I just want to share or talk about self-discipline because I have been watching YouTube videos about self-discipline, and I really thought that it is one of the most important ethics that we need to have in our lives. I'm gonna share my own experiences as well. I mean, it's quite small, but it takes a lot of effort. So here we go. Self-discipline is basically, my definition of it is like the commitment to do something even if we don't feel like it. Again, it's the commitment to do something even if we don't feel like it. I have gone through this feeling countless times in my life, and I really don't like it because I don't feel it. I don't feel it. It's like if I don't like to play basketball, I don't like to play basketball, right? I mean, it's the same thing for you. There are a lot of moments in our lives that we have to do the things that we have to do even if we don't feel like it. So just going to share three specific experiences that I have in my life. Some of one is still ongoing, while two is in the past. But I'm still fighting, I'm still fighting self-discipline. I mean, with self-discipline. Because it's a really hard trait to have, guys. It's a really hard ethic to practice. Because what we are fighting against is our feeling. Okay? So, the three experiences are the following. Number one is that when I was working with my previous company, my shift starts at 7:45. All right, 7:45, and then it ends at 5 p.m. But it really depends. Sometimes I go beyond 6, 7, or even 10, especially if we have meetings to attend to, especially if we have clients that we have to serve, or if we have a lead that we need to meet, or we have a management meeting, or overtime. It depends. But it usually, the default hours is from 7:45 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Okay? But dude, there are really times that you're tired. There are really times that I'm tired. On the next day, I don't feel like working because of a lot of things. I may feel like, oh man, there's going to be a lot of work, so I don't feel like working. Oh man, it's raining. Just like today, that's the reason why the video is quite dark, because there's no sun, it's raining. So it's oh man, it's like my bed wants to hug me, it doesn't want to let go of me for me to go to the shower, okay? Alright, oh, I don't want to go to work today because it's cold, and then if I'm going to take the shower, it's also cold, so it's like I'm freezing. Yeah. And that happened to me countless times. Or the car isn't running, or I'm having a hard time finding a public utility vehicle, or a lot of things. There are a lot of things in my head, running in my head, trying to say to me that, come on man, just rest, okay? Is that something that I am somehow conscious of? I am conscious that I'm thinking about these things. And in work, we have problems, all right? Every single day we go through challenges. And so the reality is, there are really times that we don't feel like working. I know that you are also feeling this, There are times that we feel pumped going to work. There are times that we feel, oh, so draggy, man, things like that, and your voice changes, like this. But we still have to do it. We still have to go through it, We need to commit. The moment we join a community, which is work, right? Work is also community. The moment we commit to go to work, and then we sign the contract, or you have a mutual understanding with the person that you're working with, if the work starts at 7:45, we need to be there before 7:45. Whether we feel like it or not. We have to power through that feeling. We have to power through that thought. Even if it is telling us to rest. Even if it's telling us to, come on man, just take a rest. you know. And that's me. There are really times that I don't feel like working. It's like, I think it's like a human thing, and maybe it's because I'm still in my 20s, so it's like the thought of having rest at the same time work is like struggling. But we need to fight. Okay, we need to fight and we need to work. All right, so that's the first one. The second experience that I want to share with you guys is that the habit that I have. So it's like every night I aim to sleep before 12 a.m. Okay, so I do some activities before that, like hanging out with friends, or like learning more about from YouTube, or read a book, or usually listen to book and then try to comment and do some vlogs even. And so before I go to sleep, I really take a shower, right? And there are really times, dude, that I'm tired and I don't wanna take a shower anymore. But I know the feeling of waking up in the morning knowing that I was able to take a shower the night before. It feels refreshing. It feels a different kind of feeling, right? It's like, imagine this. My entire day, I've been walking around in a warehouse, and then it's quite hot. So I do get sweaty, and it gets sticky, right? Imagine like, me sleeping after working without taking a shower. It's so sticky. And I feel like when I'm sticky, my stickiness will transfer to my bed. So it doesn't, it's like, it's not like a good night's sleep is what I'm saying, right? But then again, even if I know the advantage of me taking a shower at night, sometimes I feel like, oh man, I'm just so tired. I just want to sleep, But I have to power through it, because it's a different feeling. Same thing with life. When we want something, we know how it can change our lives. We know how powerful it is when we achieve it. Just like me, I know the power of waking up in the morning knowing that I was able to take a shower at night or the night before. But sometimes the process is just too difficult. I mean, for me, it's not really difficult like that shower thing, but it's a small thing, but it has a huge impact, And this is where self-discipline comes in, because again, it is the commitment to do something even if we don't feel like it. That's the most difficult part, because I don't feel like it, man. Or we don't feel like it, but we have to. And so that happened last night. I was really tired, but I still, take a shower. The 2 nights before, I was also very tired, but I still took a shower, and then all of that. Okay? So I'm still struggling with that. But I'm doing my best. Okay? All right. The third one, self-discipline, this is very simple, but I'm also struggling with this as of current. It's drinking soft drinks and replacing it with water. All right. We all know that drinking a lot of soft drinks, is not really healthy. And again, one of my core values is health. And so, yes, I may not feel like I'm diabetic or I have a high sugar, but if I keep on doing this thing, like drinking a lot or like soft drinks because it's sweet, eventually I'm going to end up sick. Like I will eventually get like a diabetic. And I don't like that, because I know the impact of having a diabetic or having diabetes, And so for the past 2 months, majority of my day, I'm drinking water, and I'm really happy about it. Even if there's a meal, and then there's like a soft drink, and then there's water. At first, it was really hard for me, dude. It was really hard for me to transition. But eventually, I was able to, change from drinking soft drink to water. Now, does it mean that I don't drink soft drinks anymore? I still, but I have more control over myself. All right? So self-discipline, my friends, all those people out there, it's quite difficult to power through, right? Because the person that you're going against with is no other than yourself. It's us. It's me. In this case, it's me. I'm fighting myself. So I'm not fighting over someone else. Like, it's not like with someone else. All right? So if I don't do it, who's gonna lose? Me. If I do it, who's gonna win? Also me. See? So okay, guys. So that's self-discipline. You know, I mean, two major things that you need to understand about it. Number one, you are fighting with yourself. All right? You are fighting with yourself. So that means we have to be conscious about the things that we don't want to do so that we have more power to fight it. Okay? The second thing is the definition of self-discipline. It is the commitment to do something even if we don't feel like it. Okay? So again, guys, this is Jan, and I hope that you were able to understand like self-discipline. If you notice, the 3 experiences that I shared to you guys is quite small, but I'm sure that I also have like a lot of experiences in terms of fighting myself and, you know, being more self-disciplined. But the point is, everybody's going through it. All right? Everybody's going through it. Okay? So let us be aware, let us be conscious about all these things so that we have the capacity to know, all right, I'm fighting with myself, so I need to find ways to win with yourself. Okay? So this is Jan logging out, and see you on the next video.